Let me tell you guys, the kind of work that you're doing currently is so much work than even acceptance itself. When I realized acceptance, I realized I was doing so much work with, reacting in panic, adding fear on top of fear, always doing something about it. That's too much work. And it is one of the reasons you always find yourself fatigued. Fatigue is not only caused by, the adrenaline surges, the too much, stress hormones, using up the resources that you have in our body, but also the type of work that you are doing, mentally. Here, like you see this energy here, it's very important. And if you overuse it, you're gonna be so much fatigued. So fatigue is not only caused by the too much adrenaline in our body, it is also caused by the energy you use up mentally. All this acceptance that I'm talking about, it all comes down to allowing yourself, allowing the symptoms, allowing the panic attacks, allowing the intrusive thoughts, allowing the physical symptoms to just be there without you having to do something about them, without you having to add fear on top of it. Like literally just be, keep living your life with these symptoms there. Let it be. Like literally do nothing. Whatever you always do, you know what you always do. Maybe it's avoiding, maybe it's distracting, maybe it's resisting, maybe it's fighting, maybe it's any second fear that you always add. That's too much work. And the day you'll realize acceptance, you just say, okay, now why was I putting myself so much with so much work? But let me tell you something. Though our body is wired to fight the threat that is making us feel anxious, and acceptance is all about, are you ready to give up the fight? Yes, our body is always ready to fight something that is making us to be fearful, but are you ready? Acceptance is about rewiring our brains, training our brains that really there is no threat here. That's why you should stop misfiring. You should stop sending so much excess adrenaline and cortisol into our body. I am really not into that threat. There is nothing that is making me fearful. So acceptance is about training your body, rewiring your brain. Guys, the day you'll realize acceptance, you'll realize that you have been putting, like, you'll just ask yourself why you have been putting yourself so much with the emotional turmoil. There's so much work.